Hi to all my virtual friends, to my students who are face-to-face. You don't need to watch this. You can if you want to, but I don't imagine you will. This really is just for my virtual students to kind of give them a heads up on what we're doing today. So face-to-face kids, get out of here. Just kidding. You can keep watching, but virtual kids definitely keep watching. So most lessons we are able to do both virtually and in the classroom. Therefore, if you are virtual, you should be doing everything that we do. Bell ringer, practice, homework. Today is the exception to that rule. What we're doing in class is we are peer editing your rough drafts and we're turning them into final drafts. Now, you can't peer edit if you're sitting in your lonely room, so we need to find a way to get you the same access to information that the kids in person have, but you're going to have to do this a little bit differently for our peer editing day. So if we click through, no one has a bell ringer today, so virtual kids, you don't have to do that. Side note, what I have noticed, virtual kiddos, is that some of you are not doing bell ringers and you're not doing practice. And if you look in our grade book, not doing those things is hurting you. So please be sure that you are doing bell ringers and you are doing all of the practice work. If you know that you've been doing everything, don't worry about this. You're doing a great job. If you haven't, I would go back and complete some of those practice assignments and bell ringers. So this is my agenda for my face-to-face kids. Virtual kids, you don't need to read this, but here is your agenda for my virtual students. So you got to this video because you are clicking through this same slideshow. So hopefully this will help you. 1, bell ringer, you don't have one. 2, this is our important part, you will not get to peer edit because you're not together. On slides 7 and 8, you will see the categories that we are peer editing in class. I highly recommend that you have someone in your house edit your paper. It is the best way to be sure that you're doing a good job, is to have someone else lay eyes on it. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Your parents want to read your stuff. They want to edit your papers desperately. They want to know what's going on in your life, and they want to help you. So let them, especially with these fun narrative memoirs. This is the kind of thing that they want to know. They want to know what memories stand out to you from your childhood, and they want to be able to help you do well. So please have them edit, but you're not going to be turning in any peer editing forms. So I can't make you do it, but I really want you to, and trust me, your parents want you to as well. The final draft for your memoir is due on Wednesday at midnight. Just a note, I need to move my face here. Just a note, narrative memoir final draft is a new document in week 8. So you already finished your rough draft, ideally. If you didn't, stop watching this and go do that. But you already finished your rough draft and you submitted it, but final draft is its own document in week 8. So you're going to have to go back into Google Classroom, click on final draft, and what I would do is I would copy and paste your rough draft and make those edits in the final draft document. So those are 2 separate grades. Your rough draft was assisted and your final draft is unassisted. So let's skip through. This is just for my in-person students. This is explaining how we are going to break up into groups for our peer editing. And this is information that's good for everyone. Your final due date is Wednesday at midnight. Remote Learning Day is this Wednesday. It's that PSAT. A couple of you are taking it. Be sure you sleep well and eat a good breakfast, but most of you are not taking it. On Wednesday, it's just going to be a work day for you to finish these final drafts and also to get caught up on any missing work. And then fall break is Thursday and Friday. So virtual students, the peer editing that we're going to be doing in class, I want you to have access to that same information, even though you won't be peer editing. Again, ask your parents to help you. They want to, but you don't have to. So here's what we're doing in class. This is just literally a picture of our peer editing that we're going to be doing. I recommend you review your paper, and there was a mistake underneath 3C, I wrote single spaced. That should obviously say double spaced. So these are the steps. First is a cold read. Second is a close read. And you need to look for these items A through F. I'm not going to read those to you. Just pause the video and read there. Number 3 is the actual editing part. The first part of it is just MLA format. Have you hit it with A, B, and C, and D? And then E through F are general edits. So correct run-on sentences, correct basic spelling errors. And then here is my absolute best piece of editing advice that I could give anyone. Read your work out loud before you submit. Anytime that you get confused, you need to edit your paper. It's probably because you have a run-on sentence, or because you didn't finish your thought, or because all of your sentences are too long and you need a couple of short sentences to break it up. That's my best advice. But the rest of it's also great advice, but that's what I would do. Anytime that you need to pause in your paper, it needs punctuation. And then again, this close read up here will help you directly with the rubric to make sure that you're doing the right thing. This is the next page of the peer edits that we're doing in class. You have already seen this because it was on the prompt sheet. This is just helping you look through MLA format and be sure that you had everything that you need. So again, you could pause the video here or just go down to the slideshow that you found this video in and get yourself all set up. And that's it. So let's see if we can scroll backwards. I'm not sure I can. So if we scroll backwards, agenda for virtual students, I just want to end with this. Your final draft is due Wednesday at midnight. Wednesday is a work day. So if I were to see you in class on Wednesday, if you're an A-day student, you can log in and you're just going to see that the lesson for that day says today's a work day. So if you have any questions, please email me. I will email you back as quickly as I see it to help you along the way. I am here for you and I believe in you. And I am so excited to read these memoirs because I feel like I have been gypped. I have missed out on seeing you for the last few weeks. And I really need to kind of get your personality back into my system and like be able to read your words. And so I'm really stoked. If you have any questions, again, let me know. I'll let you guys go ahead and go get to work. And I look forward to reading these soon. All right. Bye, you guys.